Welcome to Silage Academy. Once again, so in this video, we'll be talking about removing brackets. Okay, most people find it very difficult to removing brackets because they simply don't know the rules. So I'll make it very simple as possible for you to understand it. It's not complicated at all. Okay, just watch this video till the end and you will understand every single thing that is involved when removing brackets. So before we start, here are some rules I mapped out. The multiplication rules, because removing brackets is like multiplication, so you multiply out the bracket. So in multiplication of signs, we have plus times plus. Here we give you plus, minus times minus, we give you plus, minus times plus, we give you minus, then plus times minus, we give you minus. Now when we are applying these rules, we also refer back to this place. Now if you have not subscribed to this channel, you are not doing us any good. How do you want us to grow? Also subscribe, like this comment, and like this video, and share it to your friends around, okay, who you think might need this video for their growth. Don't be stingy. All right, so let's go. We have this. Now the first thing you have to know is that in this case there is a positive sign here. If there's a positive sign in the bracket, it won't make much change in the bracket. All right, so you just have your 9x. So the positive sign, we multiply out everything. This positive sign is more like having plus 1 here. So 1 times 7y will give you plus 7y, plus 1 times minus 8y, plus times minus, like we have here, plus times minus will give you minus. So the minus remains, so minus 8x. So it's just like you removed the bracket, no difference, right? So you have 9x. So after this, you collect your like terms. Collecting like terms, you have all the terms with x as the variable on one side and those without x on one side. That's the only the remaining variable here, which is y, on one side. So then that you have 9x minus 8x minus 8x plus 7y plus 7y. Are we good? So let's go. 9x minus 8x will give you x. I have x plus 7y. What's left? Plus 7y. So there's nothing we can do here, right? So this is our final answer. So this is question number 2. In this case, as you can see, you have a negative sign outside the bracket. Okay, so this negative sign will change all the signs in the bracket. So let's go. We are going to apply these signs we have here. This will help us in opening this bracket. Now we have 5x. Write down the 5x. So let's open the bracket. Minus 2 times 2x. So that's minus times plus. So this 2 here is carrying a positive sign. So minus times plus. What does it say here? Minus times plus will give us minus. So minus 2 times 2x, 2 times 2 will give us 4. So you have minus 4x. Minus 2 again times, so this 2 outside here, we multiply everything in bracket like you know. So minus 2 here times minus 3. Minus times minus, what will they give us? Let's check. Minus times minus will give us plus. So minus 2 times minus 3 will give us plus 6. So you have plus 6. That's all. So let's collect like terms. They're already together. So you have 5x minus 4x will give you x. You have x plus 6. There's nothing we can do here. This is our final answer. Very good. So if you have not liked or subscribed, please, you are not doing yourself any good. Like, subscribe, and share this video to your friends who might need it. Thank you. Okay, so this is question number 3. Now in this question, we are going to apply exactly what we did here in solving this. Just that we'll be doing it separately. Each number in front of the bracket, we open the bracket. So 3, we multiply everything in this bracket. Y minus 4, we multiply everything in this bracket. So let's do that. You can pause the video and try it on your own. I would even advise that, so that after the whole thing, when we start solving here, you will see your mistake and it will help you learn better. It will help you master it better. So let's go. We say 3 times 2x. So 3 times 2, it will give you 6x. So you have 6x. 3 times minus y, it will give you minus 3y. So that's because this is carrying a positive sign. So plus times minus will give you minus. Plus times minus will give you minus. So beginning now, you have minus 4 times y is going to give you minus 4y. Then minus 4 times minus 2x will give you minus times minus will give you plus. So you have plus 4 times 2 will give you 8. So you have 8x. So after this, you collect like terms. Collect like terms. Right? It's collect. This is collect like terms. Like terms. So if you have to collect like terms, you say 6x plus 8x. The x's will come together, while the y's will come together. So you have 6x plus 8x. They have minus 3y minus 4y. So minus 3y minus 4y. Alright, let's go. So you say 6x plus 8x. So that's 6 plus 8. That will give you 14. So you have 14x. Then minus 3y minus 4y. Please, this is not minus 3y times minus 4y. There's no multiplication sign here. Take note of that. There's no multiplication sign here. So this is just minus 3 minus 4. You borrow 3 naira and you borrow 4 naira. That means you are owing 7 naira. So, and that's still a minus. So you have minus 7y. So there's nothing we can do here. Right? So this is our final answer. Now here is a bigger one. Let's assume to be a bigger one. Okay, so but it's very simple. Here's what we are going to do. This number outside here, outside the brackets, we multiply all the numbers, all the terms in the bracket. This minus sign here is minus 1, so it will multiply all the terms in the bracket. Okay, let's do this. So we have 3 times 2x, that will give us 6x. 6x. 3 times minus 2y plus times minus, that will give us minus. So we have minus 6y. Sorry. So you have minus 6y. Then 3 times plus 3z. So 3 times 3 will give us 9. So we have plus 9z. So this is a minus sign here. So this is minus 1. Minus 1. So minus 1 times 5, it will give you minus 5x. Minus 1 times 3y. There's also a minus sign, and this is minus times plus. It will give you minus 3y. Then you have minus times minus. So minus 1 times minus 2, it will give you plus 2z. Now, what's the next thing to do? We collect like terms. All the x will come together, all the y's will come together, and all the z will come together. So let's go. Where are the x's? We have 6x. Which other x we have? We have minus 5x. So minus 5x. Then let's move to the y. Minus 6y. Which other y do we have? Minus 3y. Minus 3y. Then you have plus 9z. Please make sure you write your signs. Plus 9z plus 2z plus 2z. So now let's simplify. 6x minus 5x will give us x. We have x. Minus 6y minus 3y. This is not times, this is minus minus. So minus 6y minus 3y. That will give us minus 9y. Then you have plus 9z plus 2z. That's 9 plus 2. That will give us 11. So we have plus 11z. What else can we do here? Absolutely nothing. So this is our final answer. All right, let's solve this last one here as a bonus. Okay, this last one, let's just solve it as a bonus. Now this one has a negative sign outside, so this minus 2 will multiply everything in the bracket. So let's go. Minus 2 times 5x is going to be minus, so that's minus times plus. Now I'll give you minus 10x. 2 times 5 is 10. Minus times plus is minus. Then bring down your x. Minus 2 times minus 4y. 2 times 4 is 8. Minus times minus will give you plus. So you have plus 8y. Minus 2 times minus 3z. 2 times 3 is 6. Minus times minus will give you plus. So you have plus 6z. Are we good? What else can we do here? Absolutely nothing. So this is our final answer. All right, so you can just play with some of these things. So I will advise you try this on your own. You just try this and do it to write your answer in the comment section. If you encounter any problem along the line, you do well to let me know in the comment section. Okay, thank you very much. Please do well to like, subscribe, and share this to your friends or anybody who you think this video will help. Okay, remember, algebra is the basic of mathematics. If you don't know algebra, you find it very, very difficult. You struggle with other topics in maths. See you in the next video. Silage Academy. Sign out.